streaming? Look to be streaming. I should probably pull up my dashboard so I can see what the heck's going on here. Well, if you're watching, welcome to another ChaosNet live streaming Sunday morning shenanigans. And got some fun stuff to show you guys. Let's see. Live streaming. Should have done all this beforehand. Hey, I got some people chatting, I think. Or it's just previous. Alright. Well, I can see that 0 people are watching, but for those of you guys that have watched before, I got a fun little one for you. Or watch before. I said that. Watch in the future. Sorry, it is Sunday morning and I am barely awake. But I found a nice little bug from letting them run for a while yesterday. Some of them figured out how to be immortal. Oh man, do I already have an instance running? I do already have an instance running. I am just off my game today, guys. But we're gonna do it live, so to say. And literally. I got 2 watching. Hi guys. The Discord's easier for me to monitor, so feel free to chat in general or something, or ChaosCraft. Alright. Super Jerry, I will come back to that. I have a feeling you are one of the 2 watching, so. Alright. So, these guys, well, they're not doing it now. They may have lost, there we go. See these guys running around digging water here? Because of the way that Minecraft is written, I don't think it was intended that entities, which are not players, these guys technically aren't players, they're NPCs, they're mobs, you know, they're similar to a cow or whatever. They weren't intended to dig, just the players. So you see these guys here? So those guys that just spawned up, they must have spawned up fresh and fallen through the holes that other guys dug. These guys are basically, I had to make it so these guys could dig, so I wrote a digging function that mimics Minecraft, but it wasn't exactly Minecraft because I had to take the player out of the equation. So it was a bit ham-handed. And as you can see, I made it so they could dig water, unfortunately. Well, in addition to that, with our fitness functions, they get a score bonus and a, oh, what's the word? A score bonus and a time bonus. I really need more caffeine for every block they dig. And I made it so they can no longer dig blocks at such a fast speed, so they have a more realistic speed now. So if they're trying to dig stone, they can't harvest it without a proper tool and all that. As you can see, these guys hacked the system because they're digging water. And I didn't have anything in there that said, hey, when they try and dig something with water with a hardness of 0, then don't replace it with air. So these guys have gamed the system. They just sit there digging water all day, getting rewarded. Interesting examples of AI doing stuff you didn't expect. So, with that said, I have this, which basically says if you try and dig water, air, or lava, return. So this might blow up, but we'll find out. What do we got going on here? Always with the spoilers. Why? What's going? What's the why with the spoilers? I am. Thank you. All right. So, here we go. Hopefully this will give those 2 the ability to rest in peace, because they're preventing our generation from iterating, which is kind of annoying. Good to know. All right. put a debug breakpoint in there just to make sure this is doing what I want it to do. Debug breakpoint gets hit almost immediately. Yeah, alright. Give the mouse back. Oh, I hate it when it does this. It's got my mouse, so I can't. There we go. Okay, so we've verified that's getting hit. So ideally, we won't see water disappearing anymore. Excuse me. So I've got some other glitches there because it says orgs in memory are 2, but we clearly can see 4 right now. And I'm betting. Yep. Okay, so those guys died finally. Oh, and those guys died. So we can iterate generations now. And look at that, gen progress 0. So we've got some good stuff, but we did get an error somewhere in there. Yay. Bunches of Mortys, so we're back in business now that we've figured out how to get rid of those guys that had the high score there. So does anybody know how to keep Minecraft going while you change screens? Because I can't stand the fact that when I go to change screens, it pauses it. So I need like a whole different machine to run this on, actually, which I have. Not with me because I just moved places, so it's in storage, but I have to go get it. But I'm trying to go to another screen. If I just even like do that and go back, it's paused, which is annoying. F3 plus P. So that, what language is this written in? So assuming you're watching this, oh, you are, good. You know what? I'm gonna just stop myself. All right, it's the back end's written in Node.js, and the mod itself is written in Java. So there's ChaosNet, which is the back end, which holds all the neural nets and does the evolution. Is basically a big database in the sky, in the cloud. That's all Node.js and Lambda, but the mod is, as you can see, Java, and it uses actually the native Minecraft code as opposed to the first version. Alright, so F3 plus P, I'm going to try this one. That did not do what I expected it to do. I do, but it doesn't really have much on ChaosCraft. I use Discord, so I do have a blog. I do, but it's more. It doesn't have much ChaosCraft stuff. I've been using YouTube as my primary way of tracking progress on ChaosCraft and Discord. A lot of Discord stuff, but not really. Discord's not really like a blog. But you'll hear a bunch of ramblings in there. Should I do a blog on it? Maybe. Yeah. As my other one is super random versus ChaosCraft is super focused and super, chaos, the whole chaos series. I try to press T and tab out of MC. Oh, you might have done it. Yes. All right. That is awesome. All right. Let's try this again. T. Yes. In written form is good. Problem with the written form is that it takes time versus YouTube videos. I can seem just to ramble on for a little bit and it just kind of, people get the gist of it. So it's just a matter of time because I'm putting in, I've got to pay the bills, so I put in about 20 hours on my consulting service a week, and then I put in about 20 hours or so on this, and then I've got some other things that I do, but basically, yeah, it's just the amount of hours in the day, and we're just trying to sprint, and people seem to enjoy the YouTube content. So my blog's never been extremely popular, but the YouTube videos are YouTube videos are much more popular. Okay, now I'm not even clicking on those. It's still working. I can hear it working. Whoever was that? Shout out to Royal King KB for the you just saved me a bunch of headaches. Yep. Let's see if they're still down here digging away. Got 3.0, Gen 3. Gen 4. It's good, it's going rather smoothly today. I heard somebody, I think they dug through something. Might have overdone the digging time. Oh, somebody dug their way out over here. That's good. Oh, a couple of them made it over here. Should probably reward them for distance traveled too, or track that stat in some capacity. You can see the gen progress ticking away at the top there. It's the only organ memory. This one's stuck here next to him. That'd be rather amusing. God, that always creeps me out when Rick does that. Oop, I forgot the tab. Hold on. There we go. I can do that, Mechanist. You can see it as a script to make your YouTube video. If only I was so well rehearsed. I will do the spectator mode. Nope, that's not it. This is not that exciting. Okay, now how do I get out? How do I get out of this? It's not letting me right click out. I would like to escape spectator mode. I tab to another guy. No, I can see that's my inventory, which doesn't do me any good. Oop, okay. There we go. Somehow made it out of that guy. That's cool. You can do spectator mode on creature. Because they're technically, I would have thought you could only do spectator mode on a player. I'm going to do spectator mode on this cow. The life of a cow in Minecraft. How exciting. Do you know a spider? Alright. Okay, I'm on that, Super Jerry. We'll do that. Let me escape, cow. I want to follow my creatures. I did it before. I was able to get out of this thing. Yeah, I got... Okay. I thought I knew how to escape this cow, but it turns out I did not. Shift to get out? That does it. Wow. The whole dungeon down there. Alright. Okay, now I forgot where home is. I feel like it's over here. This guy's slowly moving. Back here. What? Lindy? Alright. And then he ceased to exist. They're almost lined up in unison jumping. Whoa. That was a mistake. I gotta fix the way Rick spawns these guys. It's a Gen 7. That's cool. Do it on the creeper. The creeper's not going to attack anything though, because it doesn't register these guys until I add them to each individual monster's AI one by one, which will be annoying. You can change the scroll wheel to find your fly speed. Unfortunately, I don't have a mouse with me. That's another thing I need to get from storage. I am on this one laptop. I barely moved anything out of storage so far since I've been back stateside. Oh, here's some people chatting. Sorry, guys. Hey, Dexton Anderson. Good, good. Sorry, we were chatting in the Discord. I don't look at this one. We got 9 people watching. This is our biggest stream to date. Alright, thank you guys all for watching. You guys are awesome. I don't know. What else should we do on this live stream? You guys have any questions? I forgot the tab on that one. My bad. At least I'm not digging through rock like it's made of cardboard anymore. This guy seems to be struggling. I wish I had a mirror on that view. Then you guys could see them firing off. But on the plus side, I did manage to, if you look in the upper corner of the screen there, the upper right hand corner, to do a GUI overlay. So that's a good start. And we crashed it. Let's take a look. So we got errors here. So if you guys are interested in learning about the debug process, I'll go over here to Amazon CloudWatch logs, where the Amazon AWS Lambda stuff is pumped out to. And we have the deadly bug, or cannot find orgs bug, which, if I'm correct, our database is maxed out. It's my gut feeling. So have a feeling that I'm not the only one running a simulation right now. Super Jerry. No, I'm kidding. You probably not, but let's see. Metrics. Yeah, we maxed out the write capacity somewhere in there. So, stopped writing. Okay. So, I need to rewrite this thing from Dynamo to Redis. For those of you guys at home, you can just Google DynamoDB versus just Redis, R-E-D-I-S. Redis is a crazy fast value key store that I should be able to make work with this. My clients are storing millions and millions of user sessions in there and stuff, so expect that. There's not even one around, okay? Thank you, Super Jerry. I'm also running Chaos Pong. Yeah, okay. Yes, you maxed out the yes, Super Jerry. If you're running that as I'm streaming this, we probably maxed out that database, which is why, I mean, that shouldn't be a problem. That should never be a problem, so we got to give Dynamo the boot. Yes. Yes, I agree. Just taking time. I had higher hopes for Dynamo, but their pricing model just doesn't seem to support this type, like, even this minor amount of scale. We're doing 20 guys every 30 seconds. At least I was. That spike was probably, if Super Jerry's running something, that spike was probably Super Jerry hitting it a million times, which means I might have to rate throttle them, but I don't want to have to rate throttle the people building off this platform, so we're going to switch to Redis for now. It was originally a Node project. You guys can look github.com/schematical, and you guys can look at the original ChaosCraft stuff there. Or look at the old videos. Yeah, yes, yeah. All right, I'm going to restart my simulation. If you don't mind holding off until I'm done with the live stream, at least we could go from there. Well, this is booting up. You guys might be interested to see the sim models and how the neural nets are basically constructed. Some of you guys have probably seen this before, but look at ChaosCraft here. So we'll finish the section in a second. So I basically got this JSON file, and we created a different one for Pong. I'll show you. It's Super Jerry's, so I'm not trying to steal credit for it. He created it and is constantly tweaking it. No, kidding. I got to make it so you guys can upload your own sim model files. But basically it uses a block position input and an eye. So each one of these guys gets assigned 5 eyes. It's a range of blocks, like a 3-dimensional range. So like where the player is standing, -2 blocks Y to -5 blocks Y, and -6 blocks X to -2 block X, and like whatever, it creates a 3-dimensional block in space. And if that block exists in that position, then it will use that input will fire off. It'll have a value of -1 if it doesn't, and a value of +1 if it does. Excuse me. Is looking at input. I actually forgot what that is. It's been a while. I'm going to start this off, and then we can go look at that in a second. Excuse me. Oh, now it's going to fire. We broke it. It's going to just go straight 3 next in a row and then error out and crash. I have to restart the whole session now. That bug is annoying. Yes, says the moderator. You're going. You might lose your privileges. You keep using that spoiler bit. All right. All right. I gotta reset the session, which is annoying. I can't do it on camera. That's rough. It's probably not the most exciting stuff for you guys to watch me try and fix sessions. Session saved. Cool, more conversation over here. Alright. Hey, I love how everybody has different usernames. Can this be run and distributed to more computers? Yes. If you would like to install the mod, let's see, github.com/chaosmod. You can install the mod right now. So this whole thing is basically an experiment in trying to distribute computing power for AI, similar to how Bitcoin and such distributes computing power. I guess that's more storage based. I didn't want to do that because, well, the same reasons that Bitcoin and all that, Bitcoin and all that are having storage issue stuff right now. So yes, there you go. There are 2 mods. Yes, use Super Juries too, and try Super Pong by all means. Everybody, the more people testing, the better. Except don't run it until Super Jury figures out how to throttle the thing a little better. Not knock over the DB. We got oh, I only see 8 viewers. Cool. Yeah. All right. Yes. So yes, please install it and run it. I think it's going to get better once I fix these DynamoDB issues and switch over to Redis, because Redis is a flatly priced thing that I would be very impressed if we were able to max out so easily. So I just a little too high hopes for Dynamo. This thing started up again. Yes, there we go. Alright, are we running? Here, if it makes you feel better, Mechanist, I'll observe this guy. Nope, maybe I won't. For some reason we are not attempting to spawn in new people. Did we max out the DB again? Where's it? No, we're within good range. Oh wait, that's the wrong table. Nah, we're close to the max still. Yeah, these database scaling issues are going to hold us back, but that's the same thing that happened on the first one. That's what happens when you run, you know, several 100,000 neural nets through. This is not what you guys want to see, is me just sitting here debugging stuff. Org list is null. Rick should be firing off right now. He's got AI, so the AI to spawn org should be just firing off. Like, what's going on here? Oh, it's not going to give me my mouse back right away. Okay, so it should execute. Alright, I can debug this later, but we're done watching it actually go for the moment. I don't know what's going on there, but all right. No, they said, Super Jerry, to answer your question, no. Each person gets their own genus when they start training, which has several species underneath it, so hold on. There we go. Alright, so as you can see here, genus, species. So basically each training room has its own family. Each family, or each trainer gets its own genus, like you guys, user. And then there's several species underneath that. They each have their own organisms. So no, they will not get yours right off the bat. But I do want to make some type of GitHub-like mechanism for sharing or import, like how we did with Chaos Trainer, where you could import a species based off of a single organism. So like someone else could have a high scoring organism that's pre-trained. You could just import it and say, hey, I want to import this as a species in my own genus. But right now they're separated. It'll give us the maximum amount of random chances of having differing behaviors, which is cool. So that way they don't all do the same thing. Let's see what we got over here for chat. Yeah, 1.12.1 I think is the more mine's targeted at, but we need to upgrade to 1.13 or something. But Super Jerry's kind of leading the way, figuring out how to do all that on his side, and I'll figure out how to do it later. So if Mechanist, well, you could both log in as the same user, I guess, but I mean, it'll help train bots for Pong, for your Super Pong, but they're just technically separate species that don't interact with your species, really, if that makes sense. Oh my god, it's 9:45 already. I gotta get showered and go work out and do stuff and buy groceries, because we're throwing a Super Bowl party, despite the fact I really don't even know who's in the Super Bowl, nor do I care, but my friends are throwing a Super Bowl party, so I gotta cook some stuff. It'd be nice as always. Hey, I mean, you guys, if you guys both train separately, your bots will still, we can share the bots eventually. I mean, I could, if I have to, I can manually change its species and import it in now. So it'd be kind of cool to let you guys both train separately and then compete your two highest against each other that were trained in completely separate species, genus, environments. Does that make sense? I mean, that's kind of my goal here. That's a good question, Glow Valley. I hope I'm somewhere in the ballpark with that. Let's see, I think somewhere I was keeping a nice list of my best AI videos and stuff. Maybe I should do a blog post on that, actually. So we're using the modified version of the Neat neural network. Let's look on YouTube. And getting accurate information for this. Hey, I'm live. Is tough. So I've been basically, I backward engineered. Oh, don't play. Please don't play. I backward engineered like videos like this. Hey, this is a new one. I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check that out. Maybe someone finally did do a video on this.
So quick.
Here, this is a pretty good collection of stuff. You also want to check out Mar.io as well, which I'll try and post a link to in case, I think it's in there, but Mar.io, I had to pull stuff, like I had to look through his code. I did not copy and paste his code, as he's using a language that's we're not using here, so So, yeah. But they also have Luigi.io, which doesn't actually do any talking about it. They just show the simulation, which once I get this thing so it doesn't get maxed up. It's spamming. Oh. Nice. Well, good. Yes. Accuse me of spamming while I'm streaming on my Discord. Very, very nice. Very, very tactful. Alright. And so again, if you guys are in here, please feel free to... Yeah, I'm Central Time. U.S. Central Time Zone. So I'm back in the States for a little while. At least probably another month or two. Where am I going? Well, since evidently I've got low video output and I'm not really showing anything, I'll give you guys about 5 more minutes for any more questions or anything like that. Ah, 2048, good stuff. It's paused, isn't it? Of course it's paused. This is the exciting part about debugging. Not much. For some reason, Rick does not want to call out. So, either way, I'm going to end this pretty soon. So, if anybody's... Sounds like this conversation is going well. You don't really need to live stream it. I do need